Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last time, we got a little bit further in the next route. This is Route E, I believe, which is the 5th route for this chapter. We got to this space right here after following the Princess Sharid, I believe is her name. Or it's Prince Sharid, it's the Princess sister. I can just check right here, because she is in our book. We found out that the next people that were impacted was Zeta's bodyguard. I forget her name, but she basically stole Zeta away, as well as the scientist from the country. They're two very, very small characters, but basically they're going to start a civil war within the city, so we're here to stop them. So we're just going to go ahead and head through this virtual space, and looks like they're right up ahead for a fight for us.
Everyone, you came!
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised.
Katra, Van, do you really want to fight us?
Well, we don't have to. All you've got to do is let the professor and the princess go.
Ran, I'm so glad you're okay.
Katra, yes, I'm all right. Esmeralda, Najee, and I were all just having a little chat. What I've gathered is that their grip on reality is slipping, sad to say.
We just can't get through to the professor.
I need you to remember something, Esmeralda. Think back to the time when you, Cronkite, and I were solving the formulas left behind by Professor Callahan. They weren't formulas for nuclear weapons. They were formulas for inventions that would benefit society as a whole. If you don't believe that to be the case, I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that isn't what happened. Well?
I know I'm right, because Yang... Wait, that's not... Huh?
She's starting to waver, but will this be enough?
Now it's your turn, princess. Snap her out of it!
I'm sure you'll be able to reach her.
Right. No, Your Highness. Don't be swayed by their lies and deceit. You have to believe me. Please!
Don't worry. I will always believe in you. And that's why I'm going to ask you again. You have served my brother for so long. I truly believe that no one knows him better than you. He forged bonds with the revered eldest prince of the Empire, as well as the royal family of Liberl and the princely family of Remiferia. Even while enjoying their company, he was fraught with worry over his own inexperience. You no doubt bore witness to that. Do you truly believe that such a person would take the easy path? Would he borrow another country's power to rebel against his own? Think, Najee. Remember my brother. Would he make that kind of choice? Najee!
Well, that definitely got her thinking.
There's no way you can't sense it. The Crimson Plague that's gnawing away at you. Wake up, you two! The truth's staring right at you. Remember the path you've walked till now.
No! You're lying! If you weren't,
this would make any sense. Which means my memory has to be correct.
Yes, there's no alternative. This is my truth. I have a duty to fulfill, so I can't be doubting myself now!
Esmeralda?
What happened?
They began to notice the cracks, only for the corrosion to strengthen its hold over them.
Is this like what happened in Tharbad last year?
That's Veratragna, the Beast King who serves Arusha!
So, they went and recreated it, huh? That one over there looks pretty damn vicious, too. Well, we've come this far. Now let's see this thing through!
Don't worry, Essie. Najee. We'll free you soon!
I'll take you on.
Oh, we're fighting against not Najee and I guess S.A.'s spirit. I don't really know what this Cubili and Telos is, tell us, but Veratragna, Najee actually transformed into in the last game for a big boss fight. I was gonna go ahead and vandalize right here. Let's see, which one's weaker? They're the exact same, so let's go for this Cubili and Telos first. I would usually use her boost here, but unfortunately I don't have it ready to go. And then we'll get her in here. We'll go Grimcat. I want to keep Van here for like 2 seconds. I'm actually just gonna Finn for now because he'll go again pretty quick. Because I want Agnes to get this boost since she's not S boosted. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go ahead and get Van in here. And then we'll boost Agnes.
Certain arts seem to work better.
We'll just keep using Divine Phoenix.
Certain activating drive.
Initiating skill.
Like hell you are! All you on yet.
How much is this gonna do? I'm gonna say 50,000 total.
Activating
Super.
skill.
Wait, whoa. That was way higher than I thought.
Activating skill.
She's insane. That's the fight. Oh my gosh.
What'd you expect?
What have I done? I accused Prince Sharid and betrayed his trust. And then I exposed Princess Jita to danger. I'm not qualified to serve you any longer.
Easy, Najee. You're in dire need of some rest. I'm simply relieved you have returned to your usual self, and I'm sure my brother will be as well.
Princess Jita, my deepest apologies. I promise to make amends for my mistakes.
Why did I'm so ashamed. How can I ever look Katra and the professor in the eye again? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I no longer have the right to be the professor's disciple.
Don't say that, Essie. You aren't at fault here. The Garden Master's the one to blame, not you.
Katra's absolutely correct. Besides, it's not too late to make things right. I will begin work on repairing the traffic and transportation systems, after which I will be providing backup to Arkwright Solutions. Once you've gotten some much-needed rest, you're free to join me if you'd like. We need all the help we can get.
Katra. Professor.
No rest for the weary, I suppose.
Ah, Yang. Yes, I suppose not, but at least we can take solace in Essie being safe.
For now, we need to let her rest.
Very well. Then I shall set to work on repairing the servers. You can also expect my aid with future analysis operations.
That would be a great help. Thank you, Cronkite.
You're more than welcome to use the Horvatot as your base of operations. And if you need anything else from me, just let me know. I will support you however I can in my brother's stead.
Much obliged. You may leave this to us, Catra. You have your own business to attend to, yes? Do what you must to reach the truth of this matter, and be sure to do so in accordance with your own methods and convictions.
I will. Thank you, Yang. I promise to do just that, no matter what it takes.
So you need me to take you to the second garrison, right? I can get you there in record time.
I bet you can. We really are lucky to have you as our pilot. You guys catch all that? We're on our way to the garrison.
Copy that. We're en route as we speak.
We'll meet you there. Stay on the line, though. We have a few things we wish to discuss with you.
And straight into combat here. Go ahead and finish up these Grendel Solgas here. Yeah, we'll just use Vandalizer right here. I don't think it'll one-shot anymore. Yep, it at least keeps the newest one still up. I'm not even gonna boost on yes. I don't want to waste our S boosts right now. It's super easy.
Nice. Moving on up.
I did it!
That's one hell of an entrance. It's like y'all planned that or something.
Looks like we made it in the nick of time.
And for the record, no, we didn't plan it.
Unlike you, we had to travel by car. And speaking of which, I picked up yours along the way.
We managed to identify the source of the corrosion. But that's where the good news ends. As we feared, the aerial cruiser is over in that hangar, being corroded as we speak.
I suggest we shift our priorities then. We must stop it.
Easier said than done. These monsters won't stop giving us the time of day.
Sounds like we need to split up. A few of us can stay behind and give these chumps a good thrashing.
We can lead them away from the hangar, and then we'll keep them nice and busy.
All right, I'll leave that to you then. Come with us, Agnes. We might need the Genesis.
Understood.
Then let us begin. We'll carve an opening through their formation.
So now we get to use the second team of characters. Let's go ahead and do our usual swap outs. Sorry, Elaine. I actually do kind of want to use you, but I got my usual people here. And since we're going for Agnes this route, we'll keep her front and center. We have actually been here before. There's 10 hollow cores maxed. Wow, that's kind of crazy. If you want, you can look at your ones that have 5. So like Fairy, since I'm not using her, you can go swap it for a different one. Again, this is just if you care about getting all the hollow cores to 5. So we'll switch out some of these people that we're just not using for better, or for level 1, so that way they can start leveling them up. Because they still gain the XP even in backup. At least they're not getting any. And we're going to keep the best ones on them just because we use them the most. So we have been here before. We were here in the prologue. This is actually the base that we were in at the very beginning of the game. A different section of the base, but still the same base.
To make it to the bridge, we will have to take a detour to the upper area.
And we'll have to contend with the Society's archaisms all the while.
Yeah, but I think we got this. We just have to cut a path open.
I don't want to S boost. I'll just use a regular craft here. I actually might not even need this. Well, doesn't matter if she goes first, huh? I just wanted to quickly check. No, he's not level 5 yet.
Nice job, Agnes.
They call the robots archaisms, you heard right there. Again, provided by the Society, but I didn't think the Society was involved in this at all. At least they told us they weren't, but I guess they were lying. Oh, there's a big one here.
There's a ton of them. So we get to work.
Here we go. And let's just go ahead and... I don't need to boost, but I will go ahead and use Divine Phoenix. And that gets rid of almost all of them. Left the big one.
Nice. That went great.
Got our first chest right here with a marble brooch.
Should be just above here.
And then right through here.
Let's go.
Yes,
Go ahead and grab this
stay
chest.
vigilant. We can't allow ourselves to be blindsided by an ambush.
Initiating.
Ow. Just had some U materials in it. This will be a quick fight. Agnes, no, can't clear by herself, unfortunately.
How are they doing here?
Ow. Ooh, I can't see.
They should make for an interesting
I can't see from here.
Pull out all the stops.
Sure, Divine Phoenix, but who are they talking about? Was it the Society? I'll have to look when I'm out of this fight.
Nice.
Ooh, CID, huh? Well, those are the 2 chests you can get here. Let's go ahead and grab this. 2,000 shard skills activated. We get Tyrant Storm. Sets Tyrant Storm to an, it's just a wind one. So we can come over here. Make sure to heal up. And get ready for a gauntlet of boss battles. We'll have time between each boss battle, roughly. It's like every 3 or 4 boss battles. We'll be able to heal up and save and reorganize our party and everything. But I would just take some time real quick to make sure you have the right stuff on. I have Aura Breath, and that's all I need on Agnes. So let's go ahead and head right in.
Look, it's Second Lieutenant Kayla. Next to her is...
I didn't even want to consider the possibility. What are you doing here, Alvis? I never thought you or a CID operative would do such a thing.
What do you mean, Elaine? Didn't you get the memo? The Bracer Guild is assisting in the arrest of President Gramhart.
Yep, Bracer Guild's been hit.
Don't you remember? It was Jin's call, and the heads at HQ in Le Mans approved it.
The guild is trying to arrest the president?
Looks that way. The guild isn't supposed to intervene in politics, but he must have forgotten that detail, thanks to the corrosion.
Enlighten me, Alvis. How exactly did all this come about?
You seriously forgot? Well, fine. I'm not in on all the details, but I'll tell you what I know. Everyone needs to hear the truth of the election 3 years back. What that rotten bastard did. It all came out during our own investigations into the affair, as well as an internal indictment by the CID. Turns out, Gramhart and his people rigged the election, with the help of Almada and an anti-immigration group. A lot of people died as a result of that man's vile scheming. And he had the gall to use them as propaganda in his campaign.
I see. So that's what you believe happened.
It was 3 years ago now that the president beat his opponent in the elections, right?
Yeah. Rumor has it that there was some political maneuvering, but I don't think he broke any laws.
It's hard to believe he bought into such an obvious lie. Perhaps his burning sense of justice has blinded him.
You seem rather calm in comparison to your impetuous companion, Second Lieutenant. Tell me, if you would be so kind, why are you aiding in this plot?
Alvis's assertions notwithstanding, I have nothing in particular to say. My motivation for eliminating the president is wholly personal, with absolutely no relation to the guilds. I only just now heard about the incident from 3 years ago. But I wanted to do this long before that.
I see your resolve is firm. I suppose it may be difficult to sway you with reason alone, then. That means, however, that I have no choice but to resort to brute force.
I'm sorry, Alvis. Please don't hold this against me.
Don't worry, Elaine, I would never. I just need to open your eyes. And then you'll understand.
There are a number of things that don't add up. But I will believe in the promise I made to my brother. To Cody!
They might not be in their right minds, but their determination's the real deal. I know for a fact that we'll get them back to their normal selves. But first, we gotta knock, then talk some sense into them!
And so we're fighting Kayla from the CID and the Bracer Alvis.
In my way, and you'll die.
Along with, are these Jaegers that they have? Oh, Hercules. Okay, so CID. We're just gonna go ahead and I really should just use. I should have just used an S-Craft there. Because Elaine's just gonna, or not Elaine. Anya's just gonna take care of it right here. Just Divine Phoenix. Then I get my S+. Poor Alvis.
It's time.
And then I'll target Kayla here. Because, yeah. Anya's just gonna destroy him. One-shot all of them, I'm guessing. No, left someone up. Nope, never mind. Didn't leave anyone up. Good job, Anya.
The more experience I gain, the more capable I'll become. Onwards and upwards. I'll reach even greater heights.
Hey, Bermarti. What's up? Something wrong?
You don't know the half of it. I need you to stay calm and listen to me. The military's 11th Division is revolting all over the capital.
So that's what they're up to. I knew something was wrong when we didn't find them here. They must have made use of the base's hidden tunnels. Still, this is all happening too quickly.
Does this mean they're staging a coup?
Oh, so that was the big plan we kept hearing about.
It's already begun then. If only I could convince Cody to seize this madness.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Warrant Officer Cody earlier, didn't you? Have you an idea to his part in all this?
Yes. There's a good chance that Cody is at the center of these strange events.
Wait, that Cody?
You mean former President Rocksmith's bodyguard, yeah? And your younger brother at that. So he's in the capital somewhere, huh?
This plan began taking shape when the doubts from those close to the president had grown warped. Cody was the first to act. He never liked President Gramhart all that much, and others quickly followed suit.
It sounds like he may be the source of the corrosion this time around.
Too bad the revolt's already underway. Otherwise, we could have wrapped this up just by taking him down.
Well, anyhow, we need a better grasp of the situation. You find anything out, Renee?
I'm checking now. It looks like the only group involved in the revolts is the 11th Division. As I recall, the division commander was away for a regional exercise. That may just give us an opening we can exploit.
I sincerely doubt that. The two people leading this coup d'etat wouldn't have overlooked that.
Huh? The two people?
Do you know who the leaders are?
We do. And they're the last people the CID would want to have as its enemy. They can think multiple steps ahead of everyone. And they brought order to a revolt that was falling apart at the seams.
No, don't tell me.
Much as I'd rather believe otherwise, there are only so many candidates.
Oh, great. Someone please tell me it isn't who I'm thinking.
It probably is. The people leading this coup d'etat are Jin and Chief Kilika.
Ooh boy. This is gonna be a tough one. And that is a new logo right there.
We are the Republican Army's 11th Division, and today, we are here to uphold our oath to protect our country from our enemies. To that end, we will overthrow the villainous dictator Gramhart and restore rightful democracy to Calvard.
That's impossible.
If the president does not stand down, I'm afraid we'll have no choice but to fight, and the city will become a war zone. Until this conflict is at its end, we ask all citizens to remain indoors. From there, you will witness justice prevail over evil.
So that bastard Gramhart flew the coup the first chance he got. I always knew he was a filthy coward. However, there's nowhere left to run. I'll drag him out of whatever hole he's hiding in.
Okay, there's 2 squads out there. No signs of reinforcements.
We'll have our chance to strike back once their attack lets up. Until then, just keep them trained on you.
Roger! 7 stones from the Sea of Stars. Become my strength! Illume the darkness. 7 shards!
Most impressive. It's not every day I get to bear witness to the princely family's secret jewel arts.
That's about all I have to show off, I'm afraid. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony, unlike those two. I knew Miss Herschel was special, but I never would have guessed the Senator had combat experience.
Yes, Brian was a military man when he was younger. In that sense, we are very much cut from the same cloth. Oh no.
Is that a rocket launcher? Look out, Your Highness! Mr. President!
Get down!
Think again!
Whoa! Fall back!
Nicely done, Mr. President.
Well, he wasn't a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force for nothing. It's no wonder you were decorated with the Chevalier Medal.
Oh, but that was so long ago now. In any event, you all have my apologies. You should not have gotten wrapped up in this. The only one they are after is me. I suggest you evacuate.
Out of the question. We aren't about to hang an allied nation out to dry.
We may not be in the same party. That doesn't mean I'm going to leave you to fend for yourself.
I'm not the strongest fighter out there, but I do have a fair share of experience in combat. Plus, I was the organizer for the debate. It's my job to see to your safety.
You all are exceptionally stubborn, aren't you? Very well. You have my thanks. Your name is Marielle, is it not? What will you do?
I want to accompany you too. I have a duty to deliver this story to our readers. I promise I won't get in your way. Marielle.
Well, you know the risks. Just be sure to stay back. They say you have the devil's own luck. Perhaps some of it will rub off on me.
I'm sure it will. Wait, who told you that?
Even I've heard about Marielle's famous strokes of fortune.
He sure knows how to keep his ear to the ground.
Everyone, the Edith Police Department's got a barricade up. If you want a place to hole up, it's about as good as you're gonna get. Come with me.
Gladly! Thank you! Let's go, Mr. President.
What?
I finally found you, Gramhart. You will pay for what you did to President Rocksmith. Open fire! Hit them with everything you've got!
Damn you!
I know that person. He was in the Empire a few years back.
We'll just have to hold out until they arrive.
Huh?
Back to the original plan. We'll leave the car here and head straight to the Vontai district. They don't have any snipers, so focus on the opponents in front of you. And prioritize the safety of our guests.
Yes, sir, Mr. President!
Parting gift.
How dare you! You damn fraud! Don't let him escape!
Phase 3 has commenced. We are in the process of bringing the districts under our control.
Good. As long as nothing unexpected happens, we should be able to wrap this up with minimal collateral damage.
Splendid work, you two. The immovable and the flying swallow don't disappoint. I'm happy I went to the trouble of bringing you under my thumb. even if doing so did take a great deal of effort.
Yeah, we really made you work for it.
Interesting.
If the corrosion hadn't spread itself so thin, you might have been able to rewrite our memories. In the end, you had to rely on a little parlor trick to turn us into your pawns.
And now you're at the end of your rope. You've got no more room for failure. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just know that you're one bad move away from losing the game.
Your concern is most appreciated, but ultimately unnecessary. You're nothing more than empty husks who live to do as I command. And I command you to button those lips and focus on the part I've given you.
So I've basically become like those copies in Phantasma. Rough deal. The eighth something or other created this shard body, and it's got all the thoughts and abilities of the original. Got his memories, too. I remember when you once stood in my way as a guardian many years back.
I can't say I recall that, unfortunately. The only matter on my mind is how much I loathe this man's methods. They're both unsavory and revolting.
Bark all you like, but know that your words have no bite whatsoever. And now run along and do as you're told. This glorious coup d'etat was your design, so you must see it through to the end. Put on a good show for me.
We'll take our leave then, Master of the Empty Gardens.
At long last, the overture begins to play. It won't be long now until my dream finally comes to fruition. This nation's broken history and twisted values will be rewritten by my own hand.
They're both in recreated shard bodies, but they have original ones too. What about me then? Could it be that I'm the same?
No, that can't be the case. It's a ludicrous notion. I am Altera, the only AI in the whole wide world that can manifest the Crimson Beast.
There's no doubt about it. Not anymore. She was rewritten via the corrosion, and she's being used to perform acts the original would never do. Am I really any different, though? Even if I thought I had to make that choice?
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Wait, you can speak? Actually, I've heard you talk before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. I just don't always share my thoughts. Anyway, I need you to lend me your ear, young swordsman.
The finale is at hand. I, the Master of the Gardens, will bring about a revolution the likes of which the world has never seen. I swear I'll dispel the pall of deceptions that have clouded this country. No, this world of lies. With this device, I will usher in a new age. This is my destiny. A destiny ordained by heaven itself.
I believe we've assumed full control of the communications and orbital networks in the capital. The troops may have deployed faster than we expected, but as far as we can tell, they are unaware of our little scheme.
You can thank Esmeralda for hacking into the systems and lowering their security protocols. It accelerated the disabling process by several steps. That ship is transmitting false signals that correspond to each of your individual Zypha's unique signatures. Major, how long can you keep the enemy's attention fixed on you?
As long as you need. Those flyboys are complete amateurs. I can run circles around them all day long. Trust me, my well-being should be the least of your worries. You need me to play decoy, and I plan to deliver.
I thank you for your aid and luring out the enemy forces.
No prob. It's the least us informants can do in this situation. Besides, we both have a personal stake in this.
Yeah. I've done some things that I'll never be able to take back. That's why I want to make up for it. I'm gonna get some payback if it's the last thing I do!
I see. We share a motivation, then. The enemy is on the move again. You'll have to excuse me.
So, this is where the boss rush begins. We will have 9 fights in a row here. Those fights are broken up a little bit every 4-ish fights. So at the 4 to 5 mark, at the 8 to 9 mark, you will have a chance to get this screen again where you can save, begin the combat, or adjust your party. Adjusting your party is literally just choosing their lineup. So I'll choose my lineup real quick just so... no. Just so I have them ready to go. I think this is a pretty good lineup right here. Still don't have access to these two, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Like, I haven't used him at all. I used him once in this chapter. But, yeah, this is going to be just continuous fights, so I really hope you like the combat of this game. None of them are action combat either. It's all the turn-based combat. So, I'll go ahead and knock, I believe, all of that out in the next episode. I think this is a good place to wind things down, because we might be going for 10 to 20 more minutes just before we can get to the next save spot. So I will leave all of that for the next time. I will see you guys then.